God damn, how is it so hot today? Well, hello, my dear friends, my dear viewers. Welcome back to the channel on this very, very hot day. It's so freaking hot today. I don't even know. If you could see my face properly, it will possibly be as red as a tomato. Not quite, but it feels as red as a tomato, or tomato, or however the hell you pronounce it. Welcome back to the channel, and today we are here now for this week's chapter of the 7 Deadly Sins, 230 of its name, The Chosen Warriors. We will finally get to see the awesome fight between Escanor and a Berserk out Meliodas. But first, some information. The new anime series will begin airing next January. It's right around the corner. When we get to it, we'll see how time flies. The movie will also be coming out next summer. Very, very cool indeed. I believe it's the first 7 Deadly Sins movie. So very, very cool. I'm looking forward for that when it comes out. Let us then begin this week's chapter. Oh ho ho ho. Meliodas, it can't be. Has he gone berserk again? No, this is different from all the other times he's lost control. Oh, as I predicted, we are not yet seeing his face and his eyes. We are seeing a little bit of his mouth and nose, but we're not seeing his eyes. He broke through his armor. Jesus. It's all over. This is the end for all you 7 Deadly Sins and me as well. There is the Meliodas even we used to fear back when he had command of the 10 Commandments, is assault mode. Okay, so Escanor shouts to Merlin, so she activates her magic perfect cube, thus isolating him and Escanor. Okay. This is probably the result of him going all in on the most desperate measure and unleashing his demon power to destroy Melascula's spell. But the fact that he robs him of all his feelings and emotions, it was not a bet he should have made that fool. Well, she pressed on Elizabeth, so she is to blame. I was completely despairing over what might happen for a second there. But thank you, stupid fools. Without Meliodas and that terrifying Escanor, you 7 Deadly Sins are nothing more than my prey. Oh, you wish. Ben's gonna steal your last heart. And if I just smash that last heart of yours, you're finished, right? He uses Fox Hunt. Oh. Damn, she's slippery. Get it? Because she's a snake. No, never mind. Too bad for you. If you're looking for my heart, I can move it wherever I want throughout this long, long body of mine. Nice. Groping all up inside a human's body. What a naughty, naughty boy you are. Alright. Eee. Even just inhaling my digestive juices, they were enough to kill you, so having it directly touch you, well, that's unnatural. He's immortal. So my poison has no effect. Ah, she's neutralizing my poison. Oh, so she was really just corrosing Ban to a crisp. She was going to erase him from the very existence. We don't know the full extent of Ban's immortality if we think about it. We know that he can grow back limbs and whatnot. He's kinda like a faster acting Deadpool, because Deadpool can grow back limbs at a slower rate, but Ban can just almost immediately grow them up. So if his whole body disappeared, could he still come back? Or like, does he need just one eye to be alive and then he can come back? Or that's a very cool proposition. Apparently Ben was really about to die. And that's a scary thought. Okay. Okay, so now Diane is using her earth magic. Okay. Yeah, earth magic against a snake really doesn't do much. Okay. Amazing, I love it. She baited her into just going towards her and PAH! She just punched her bonkers and hit her with the hammer. Jesus. This is no ordinary giant's power, it's almost as if it were the Lord. Well, who knows? Maybe she just experienced the past event as him? Who knows? Who knows? Ooh, mysteries of the 7 deadly sins. Oh, there goes King attacking with Bumblebee. Great, slashing all over. Is this the Holy Tree's magic? It's almost as if it were Gloxinia's. Me, one of the demon clan's 10 commandments. The 7 deadly sins have gathered together by destiny to defeat you, 10 commandments. Amazing. Foolish Melascula, the moment you made light of us and decided to fight us in that form was the moment the outcome of this battle was decided. If you were using your true magic power, then this fight could have gone any number of ways, but you were too conceited. It's so hard to swallow, but I should escape for now. Tempest falls. Okay, so Elaine is using her magic. Okay. If you kill me, you'll die as well. Of course, we all know that. Ooh! And there goes Gotha. Checkmate, breaker off. I have completely disconnected your nerves for just 10 seconds. But with 10 whole seconds we should have no problem. Merlin, if you please. You're sure about this fairy princess? Oh, please, let it not be that Elizabeth will come up with some out-of-the-ass solution to keep Elaine alive. I don't know how I feel about that. Okay. So Elizabeth used the magical tranquilize. No, it can't be. My miasma. Stop it. Okay. Oh! Melascula was a poisonous snake that lived for 300 years, all the while bathing in the powerful miasma of the demon world. That's what I heard from Oh! So, she's... Okay, so she was a snake that lived in the demon world and absorbed powers from the demon world. Damn! So, could all the other demons be of a similar sort? I knew you could do it, sis. So, okay, so this is basically the way she found to keep Elaine alive. Basically, you don't kill Melascula, you just imprison her for like forever. And Elaine lives forever, just as much as Ban. I gotta say, I agree with it and I disagree with it. If they keep it for very long, I will eventually disagree with it. But for now, as a short-term solution, I kind of agree with it, because we don't know how defeated Melascula is. Is she truly defeated? Is she, as a 10 Commandment, no longer a threat? Because apparently Elizabeth separated her from her source of power, the miasma, from the demon world. Does that mean that that little snake is now Melascula? Her magic is still in place, but she can't really do much with it any longer because she has gone back to be a tiny little snake, and thus the effect she had on Elaine and other undead via her magic is now permanent because she has no way of disabling. She still holds the power over them, but she has no way to control such power. Because if she was to be dead, the whole source of power would cease. It's like unplugging. It's like if you unplug something from power, it's shut off. But if you keep the plug on and you just turn the button, the thing is still powered. It's just not in use because it's turned off. Damn, sometimes I came up with the weird analogies I can get. Me comparing a manga character to a air vent that you can plug in and out. I just thought of air vent because I wish I had one turned on right now. I could have one, but it's too far away and I'm lazy. So, anyway, let us move on. We still have more pages. Oh, we are going back to Escanor. Really, I think it was a smart idea for them to divert the attention from the fight so we can get more pumped about it. What an interesting transformation. You seem completely and thoroughly different from the usual captain. Are my words getting through to you? Silence. Ooh, okay, so my theory was wrong. My theory was wrong, so we will see the full transformation of Meliodas now. And what a transformation it is. He created a whole armor of darkness. That's why he expelled his armor. He created a new one out of darkness. You impertinent, vile, lowly human. I am Meliodas, leader of the 10 Commandments. I just love Escanor. He just answers, oh, impertinent. I love you, Escanor, I love you. On the verge of clashing. To be continued in chapter 231. This time, for real, pride versus wrath. The two most powerful sins face off, but this time the most powerful sin versus the most powerful of the commandments. Because we cannot forget, Meliodas is still, in his essence, a demon. So he has not lost his power of a demon, and he's going to use them at full force now. Will Escanor be able to use them? Let us not forget, even though Escanor can control his powers now via the glasses, the time constraint is still active. So if this battle draws for longer than it should, Escanor may be drawn to a very serious situation, and I don't know if any of the other sins will be able to withstand against Meliodas. Escanor has, in my opinion, but a glimpse of a chance. He has I want to be all out and say he has a 25% chance of even holding his own against Meliodas. And I'm being very, very generous with it. Because, I gotta say, no matter how much I love Escanor's character, against full-on Berserk Meliodas, the odds are not in his favor. Next issue will be a color cover and two short chapters. So that means we'll have 2 chapters next week. So 231 and 233. Mayhaps we'll see the fight in the 2 chapters. Melascula has been rendered powerless. The last threat remaining is Meliodas. Let the proud hand stop his rampaging. I'm really, really, really looking forward to next chapter. Finally a time to see Escanor shine against a mighty and worthy opponent. Because let's face it, the fights we saw Escanor on, they were all awesome. I'm not saying that. They were all awesome, but they lack potency. Usually it was all about him overwhelming his opponent. Like when he fought against Garon. He overwhelmed Garon. Garon broke his commandment and thus turned into stone. Escanor didn't even move a finger. Like, I mean, he moved, but was him moving a finger was what scared Garum. So him summoning Rita and nearly blowing Garum to pieces with Rita was what made him run, what made Garum run, thus breaking his commandment and turning into stone. His fight against Goater, he fought against Goater, yes, but then again, who won? Goater won, didn't he? No, in the fight versus Goater, Escanor used his form against Dolor and Gloxinia. So yeah, that was it. He used his fight, he used his power against Dolor and Gloxinia, so it doesn't really count. But versus, what's his face? Esterosa versus Esterosa, we saw a change of blows. They were kinda even, but then all of a sudden Escanor just overpowered Esterosa. I still want to think that Esterosa is alive somewhere, so we can see a proper fight of Escanor versus Esterosa. But I have my doubts still, but I would very much like to see that in the future. So, but even then, we saw some blows, but Escanor easily overpowered Esterosa, which is why I think it's strange. I don't think Esterosa should have lost so easily to Escanor after all the hype he got after killing Meliodas, after all the hype that was given to him. Esterosa losing to Escanor just doesn't sit well with me, but I'll guess we'll see with the following of the story. Now this is it for the 7 Deadly Sins this week. Coming right up, we have this week's chapter of The Promised Neverland. Really looking forward to see that as well. But this is it for the 7 Deadly Sins. I hope you have enjoyed this chapter as much as I have, and do look forward for the next 2 chapters, because I'm sure am, especially after this ending and the title of the next one, which I remind you, Pride versus Wrath. The fight of the century begins next chapter. I see you guys then, and on the next video if you so come and see it. I see you then. Bye bye.